do you know which one is the Legacy in the Force Effects? Well, if you don't, you can find out of this video.
We're going to be comparing both of these Mace Windu lightsabers on 9 different categories, from cost to sensitivity and brightness. Whoops, it went off while it was cleaning it. Stay tuned, let's do this, huh? Yeah! If you like deadly Jedi weapons, vlogs from a galaxy far, far away, or anything Star Wars, make sure to hit the subscription button and the notifications bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah! We are the Sutter guys as a part of the Sutter family. Beautiful, lovely wife got hurt. She's resting. She'll be in videos soon, though. We miss her. And she appreciates the well wishes from a couple of our subscribers. And so today is a really special video. We're going to do a comparison of the Legacy from Disneyland and the Force effects of which lightsaber?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu! Hey Landon, do you know who Samuel L. Jackson is?
Yeah, he's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth! You're a really big fan of his, huh? Haven't you been practicing your impressions?
Yeah.
You want to show everybody your impressions?
I'll show everybody my impressions. Please! Gosh darn it! I hate this type of crap. Now we know who you are. I know who I am. They call me Mr. Glass. If you want to stay ahead of me, Mr. Secretary, then keep both eyes open. Enough is enough! I had with the gosh darn snakes on this gosh darn plane. In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor. What ain't no country I ever heard of? Say what again? Managena, what again? I dare you. I double dare you. Say what one more time.
All right, great job on your impressions, buddy. Great job, dude. You got me. Cool glasses.
Huh?
Yeah, hey. Okay, our first category is cost. Oh, I have a message. Okay. The Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Legacy lightsaber is about $130 to $140, I believe, plus a $60 blade is going to make it about $180 or $190, right? But one of our viewers, Monitor Mark, made a really good point that doesn't include the cost of flying to Disneyland and getting a hotel and paying for the expensive tickets. We could say that this with the blade is about $200. Or we could also say if you were buying from home, I think the lowest you can get Legacy lightsabers for is about $200. So we're gonna say this is $200 plus a $60 blade. So that can get pretty expensive because there's only one place where you can buy them. But the Force effects, which there's a link down below in the description to buy one of these on Amazon, which really helps out our channel, right? And I think this is going for about $140 or $150 on Amazon. So the Force effects gets a point for cost.
Force effects.
Okay, does that sound good?
Yes.
That sounds good. But Landon and I battle with them, and that's our definition of battle ready. Not two grown men slamming them as hard as they can. Oh! We're gonna do sensitivity check. Got our Mace Windu lightsabers?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You go first. This is the Legacy lightsaber. Not bad, Legacy. All right, my turn. And this is the Force effects. Oh, that is so unbelievably cool when it makes that whooshing sound every single time you swing it. 1 point for Force effects. Go and turn the Legacy on. And the Force effects. All right, so you may not be able to see on camera, but we both think, what color's the Legacy, bud?
purple.
This is more of a purple, and I have to say that the Force Effects is more of a pink. I'll try to re-record this later in the dark so you can kind of see, but I definitely think the Force Effects has more of a pink color. Now, when it comes to brightness, which one is brighter?
Who's the brightest?
I think the Legacy is just a hair brighter.
I like the purple Legacy better than the pink effects.
Me too, dude. 1 point for Legacy on brightness.
Yes!
Yes! Oh, got me again! All right, now comes a very important part of the competition, the sound. Landon has the Legacy lightsaber. Go ahead and do the ignition sound. Really neat, kind of a softer ignition sound.
It went.
Now for the clash effect. Cool, has a few different clash effects. That's cool. All right, very cool sounds from Legacy. Here's the Force Effects sounds. Not soft at all. Actually might sound kind of more of a generic ignition sound.
What difference?
We're gonna have to do a comparison side by side with these. And now for the clash effects.
What's that mean?
All right, let's do a little side by side here. Ignition for the Legacy. Ignition for the Force Effects. Deactivation for the Legacy. Deactivation for the Force Effects. Force Effects is a lot louder, don't you think? And I think the loudness is really important because when we're out in the yard and we're really battling, having fun, the Legacy sounds more clear, but oftentimes you can't really hear it that well. So I think I have to say, even though it's preference, the Legacy sounds clear, unique ignition to it, but point has to go to Force Effects. This is the Force Effects, and we have the Legacy over here. And this is actually kind of a tough category of the comparison video because, well, neither of them are all that great. You can buy this neat metal, really heavy hilt stand at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but it's extra, and I thought for fairness of the video that we should really just talk about what comes with the lightsaber hilt. And you can display it like that. Looks really neat, but not come with the lightsaber, which is this crate, which I jokingly called a coffin in a previous video. But it looks like something you would bury your lightsaber in. But really great for storage, and it sure does look cool, right? For display purposes, my personal opinion, seeing the blade come out of the hilt, it's kind of like seeing the rabbit ears come out of a top hat. We know what's going to happen when you turn the lightsaber on. We can see the blade is sticking out. We know that the rabbit's going to come out of the hat. So there's really no mystery here. I love the mystery of the Legacy. I think the Force Effects takes this category because it actually comes with an apparatus to display your lightsaber. Like I had here, even though it's a humongous, I think this is actually like a 33-inch blade. This is an enormous decoration for anyone's office desk, but it does display the lightsaber. Does it display the lightsaber? No, it actually kind of hides your lightsaber when you put it in there and shut the door. You can't see it. I think for the sake of this video, Force Effects wins with its display apparatus. Hey Landon, which one of these is the Legacy and which one of these is the Force Effects?
This one's the Force Effects.
You think this is Force Effects?
Yes, I think so.
Wrong. You need to watch this video. That's what you need to do. Force push, boof. All right, we have finally made it to one of my favorite categories. And here I will test your knowledge. You have 5 seconds to decide which is the Legacy and which is the Force Effects lightsaber. Go ahead, look them over closely. The one on the right is the Force Effects lightsaber. This blade is not moving or budging. Two distinguishing factors that should tell you that this is the Force Effects is the beefier bottom of the saber and actually the thinner upper half of the lightsaber. Now, all things considered, there's actually very few differences between both of them. Both the finishes look great. The Legacy is heavier, period. We will compare both of these to the replica in Disneyland Star Wars Launch Bay. I thought that would be a fair item to use as a default. It's one of the only pictures I could find, and I think the winner of the comparison is the Legacy Lightsaber. And both of them are very, very similar. The gold band is the same width. There's a small space between the back grip here. These both lightsabers have very sturdy, firm grips, but I say that Legacy is the winner mostly because of the thinner, more tapered bottom of the lightsaber, just like the one in the photograph from Launch Bay. So I think the Legacy overall wins the design category. If we look at the bottom of the lightsabers, the Legacy has a smaller tip, so it almost looks like the speaker on the Legacy is smaller, right? Both those speakers look identical. The only difference is there's very little between you and the speaker with the Force Effects compared to the Legacy, which is transmitting through 1.5 inches of metal. For the design category, the Legacy wins the point. And which one am I wearing on my hip? The Legacy. The Legacy is wearable. The Legacy lightsabers can hook right onto your belt clip. So 1 point for Legacy for being wearable. He has the Force Effects, I have the Legacy, and this is the effects category. So you have different battle clash and the flicker of the clash sounds. Did you just hit yourself in the face with the flicker of the clash sound? Then the Force Effects only has the clash effects. So because the Legacy has the color changing, that means the Legacy wins 1 point for effects. Come and get it, huh? Come and get it, sucker! Hey, Terry! All right, guys, we made it to the very end of the video. And are you ready to see who won our competition?
Yeah.
Who won our comparison video? Are you ready?
Yeah.
And the winner is... I can't believe it. It's a tie. Force Effects and Legacy each had 5 points. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final scoreboard. So the Force Effects came with the display, but the Legacy is wearable. The Force Effects sensitivity just kicks butt, and the Legacy's design was a bit more accurate to the replica, and also has the clash effect. But no matter how you slice it, and I know the price fluctuates on Amazon, but the Force Effects is almost always going to be likely cheaper than the Legacy. So there you have it. It's a complete tie, and it just depends on which one you like best, huh? Whoa, watch out. Watch out now. Watch out. Guys, thanks so much for watching our Mace Windu lightsaber video. We really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun making this video. Are you ready to go battle with these things?
Yes.
All right, see you guys next time.
See what again? I double dare ya. And shoot.